all four motors work. Motor 1, 2, 3, and 4. They all four work off of a 1.5 voltage battery. The top row is positive. The second row is negative. I have all of the top row connected by this jumper. I have all of the bottom row connected by this jumper. All the jumper is a piece of wire in this case. Now to show that all of the motors work. Going up on top for positive, on the bottom for negative. If you see this, it is slowly turning. That's how these motors work. They very slowly turn. So you can see that's working. I'll take it off the power. I'll go to motor number 2. Top positive, bottom negative. You see motor number 2 is also working, slowly turning. Okay, I will stop this one. Motor number 3, again, top to the positive, bottom negative. This one is going a little bit slower than the others, but it is still turning. Still slowly, but still turning. I'll remove power to this one and go on to the fourth and final motor. Of course, positive and negative. Well, okay. Straighten out the wires again and go positive and negative. And again you see the motor is slowly turning. Very slowly turning, but turning all the same. These motors have an RPM of about 2 or 3, I think, per minute. All four of these individually worked off of a 1.5 volt battery. Okay, what I have done is removed the other 3 motors. I have motor 1 not connected. I have a multimeter on voltage. I have it on 2 volts. It's showing 1.263, 1.264 volts. I have the positive to the positive side of the multimeter, the negative to the negative probe of the multimeter. I'm showing that this battery is putting out 1.264 or 1.263 volts. Whenever I plug in the motor, if it lets me, the motor is slowly turning. It's still slowly turning. I'm still seeing 1.263 volts. It's not bouncing to 1.64 volts now, but it is steady at 1.63. I have these 2 leads set so I can put in another multimeter. I have now removed the 1.5 volt power supply and put in its place 4 AA batteries, positive to the top row, negative to the bottom row. it's now reading 6.8 volts. So 1.5 times 4 is 6. Now I'm going to try to put all 4 motors here on the top, positive and negative, and see if they will work. In the past, they have not ran. Okay, I disconnected the negative part of the power supply. So whenever I put each individual motor in, it didn't have all 6.8 volts running to that one motor, and then the second and third, so on and so forth. So as you can see, 0 volts is coming up right now. I'm going to plug in the negative. I'm now getting 6.3 volts. 6.3 volts is going across the top and the bottom. Top being positive, bottom being negative. None of the motors are turning. Still, none of the motors are turning. I don't understand why.